This castle was built and commissioned by Frederick II and may be completed around 1240. Due to its shape and function, Castel del Monte is significantly distinguished from the other castle open to the public in Puglia. The octagonal shape, on which the entire building structure on one side represents a rigorous architectural design, while on the other recalls rather symbolic aspects, probably that make a visit to the castle even more interesting. It is also worth remembering that in construction of this castle, whose plan was directly observed by the Emperor, Frederick II was inspired by other buildings he visited during the Sixth Crusade. Castel del Monte is a unique masterpiece of medieval military architecture reflecting the humanism of its founder, Frederick II of Hohenstaufen. Frederick's remarkable character comes out in its design, with different styles and materials and a roof of some ingenuity. Three spiral staircases led to the upper rooms, which at one time communicate by a catwalk over the courtyard. There are many bedrooms, then common in the Arab war, but rare in the West. Different from other Swabian castles, lacking fortification like modern drawbridge, it may have been a watchtower. It is also clear that Frederick wanted Castel del Monte to be a strong symbolic message. The fortress is an octagonal prism with an octagonal tower at each corner. The tower were originally some 5 meters higher than now, and they should perhaps include a third floor. Both floors have 8 rooms and an 8-side courtyard occupies the castle center. Each of the main rooms have vaulted ceiling. 3 of the corner tower contain staircases. The castle has 2 entrances, an obtrusive entrance and an ornate main entrance. Frederick's main entrance featured elements from classical design and may have been influenced by Frederick's interest in Greco-Roman architecture.
Bello is a small town in Apulia. It's famous for its typical buildings, the Ciurli. The first Ciurli appeared in the 16th century and they have been inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1996 for their uniqueness and simple beauty of their history. The Ciurli limestone dwellings found in the southern region of Puglia are remarkable examples of dry-walled, mortarless constructions, a prehistoric building technique still in use in this region. The Ciurli are made of roughly working limestone builders collected from neighboring fields. Characteristically, they feature pyramidal, domed or conical roofs built up of conveyed limestone slabs. The interior are equipped with wooden fittings such as door frames, barrel valued niches, etc. In the sum of the larger turley there is a second story formed from a wooden floor and reached by means of a wooden staircase. Stone fireplaces and ovens are ventilated through stone slabs covering them. The roofs are not painted and develop a pattern of mosses and lichens. They sometimes bear mythological or religious symbols in white ash. By contrast, the walls of the turley must be whitewashed at regular intervals, which has the effect of rounding the outlines of the stones, giving a brilliant homogeneous surface. There are different types of pinnacles and signs that decorate the roof of the turley. There are primitive symbols, Christian symbols, magic symbols such as Saturn symbols and Jupiter symbols.
The Castellana Caves, Italian Grotte di Castellana, are a remarkable karst cave system located in the municipality of Castellana Grotte in the province of Bari, Apulia. They are one of the most famous show caves of Italy. Castellana Caves open in the southeastern Murge to 330 meters above sea level on calcareous tableland formed in the Upper Cretaceous about 9100 million years ago. The territory of Castellana is characterized by calcareous tableland, which are composed essentially of calcium carbonate. In particular, the limestone present in our area are called by the name of limestone of Altamura. The underground cavern extends for a length of about 3 kilometers. The natural input is represented by an enormous chasm about 60 meters deep, called the severe local dialect word to indicate a great chasm. From here you can reach the White Cave, all made by splendid stalactites and stalagmites and galleries interspersed by the opening of sudden beautiful caves. A visit to the public winds along a scenery for about 1 kilometer. The longer route takes 2 hours and runs for 3 kilometers, including caves and chasms which are named mythological or fantastic. A first attempt at exploration was realized in the late 18th century by some young men of the place, but they stopped a few meters after the majestic entrance. The discovery of the wall system of chasms and cavities that make up the complex dates back to January 33, 1938, by the speleologist Franco Anelli, part of a campaign of speleological research conducted in the southeastern Murge on the invitation of the provincial tourists to Bari. The stalactite is a limestone formation hanging from the top of the caves subject to karst phenomena. When a stalactite emerges in a stalagmite is the formation of a column. The name derives from the Greek word stalactite, with the meaning of dripping. It is formed as a result of the continuous and prolonged deposits of minerals transported by water leaking in the cave, in particular of calcium bicarbonate, which then precipitates as calcium carbonate that is deposited and thus forms the stalactites. The stalactite has a generally cylindrical or cone-lengthened, but if the cave is covered by air, currents can deviate from its vertical axis and assume bizarre shapes. The stalagmite is a columnar limestone formation that rises from the floor of a cave subject to karst phenomena, produced by dripping water depositing successive layers of minerals. The training mode is the same as the stalactite, stalagmite, and often located right beneath a stalactite. The shape of the stalagmite also depends on the height for which the drops fall, and if this is significant, drops at impact are scattered over large areas, giving rise to the characteristic shape of a pile of plates. The name comes from the Greek word stalagma, that is drop. is a basilica-style structure with 3 naves and a continual transept ending in the 3 apses of simple Benedictine design. The transept consists of an enormous tripartite chamber with 2 transverse arcades showing the cross and connected by arches on top of which a cupola should rise but was never built. The gallery, originally designed for women, however, is of Nordic derivation, the first of its kind to appear in Puglia. The inside of basilica is made especially attractive by the numerous supporting capitals, designed as truncated pyramids and decorated on the wall of 4 sides. There are reminiscent of Byzantine designs, enlivened by figurative decoration and capital in the shape of wash blows with bee motifs and forms of classical matrix, with other marking of Anglo-Norman miniatures. Beneath the internal transept is the crypt, composed of 36 bays covered with cross-shaped vaults supporting capital, some of which are unornamented, Byzantine or late medieval, although most date back to the 11th century, with various decorative motifs, both anonymous and figurative. In the presbytery, a stone altar preserves the relics and has, for centuries, hus manna, a liquid seal distributed in ampollas to the devout. The entire holy building is paved with an obsexaxial mosaic in Byzantine style, with the geometric motifs. The outside of the structure has a solid, compact appearance, with apses enclosed within a masonry curtain. The facade is flanked by 2 towers connected to the wings of the transept by a continual series of Greek arches. The decoration of the portal stands out, as does the vestibule set on columns supported by stone griffins. The building we see today is the fruit of a series of restoration campaigns between 1928 and 1956. The monumental carved wood and gold ceiling bears witness to the Baroque face, with paintings by Carlo Rosa depicting scenes from the life and miracles of the saint.